Didn't turn out at all as I expected. Chechnya turned out to be much, much better than I thought. As if I were walking in Manhattan or Brooklyn. These buildings you see.
But if you pay for this, she will feel offended, you understand?
A very closed place. The sale of alcohol is prohibited inside Chechnya. There are many types of energy drinks.
She doesn't want that. She would feel offended if you paid.
But it shouldn't be like this. That's enough. Group swing. I saw something like this for the first time in my life. I left my heart in Chechnya with the letter A. Hospitality is a very important thing. Arda, if you give money, she feel very bad. Honestly, it will be left over.
We'll eat it in the late afternoon, and in the morning we'll eat it again, bro.
Chechnya was actually established here for a short period of time. The Chechen region currently has a population of 1.5 million. A large majority of the people are Muslim. What are the people here doing today? Where do they eat and drink? What are their markets like? We will try to learn all of it.
Xenon Smart akıllı yaşam ürünleri sunar.
Young people and those who always stay young, I send my greetings to you all from Chechnya, Grozny. Next to me is my friend Isa, an Ahuska Turk, and his Chechen friend will accompany us. Hello? Shamil is with us. We'll dive into the streets together, eat their food. We'll try to learn the culture here. Now here, a first from here.
Should I go into the market, bro?
We start from a market. We enter from here. In the previous episode, we had finished with a small market. Now we'll go deeper.
You see they sell clothes here.
They sell cheap clothes here.
Then there are places to eat.
Let's have a nice meal, finally.
Did you see they're selling clothes?
Friends, this is Chechnya, an autonomous republic within Russia. I entered here from Georgia. I crossed the Vladikavkaz-Lars border gate. From there, we came here. When you look at the map, you can write Kaharkale to understand where we are. The population is 1.5 million. A very large part of the population in the Chechnya region we are in is Muslim. Today, we will try to learn what the people here do, where they eat and drink, what the markets are like, what the back streets look like. Here there are also clothing restrictions for men. You cannot walk around in a tank top. Men cannot wear shorts. For women, there's no mandatory covering, but their style of dress is as you can see.
Do you see, brother? This is their market.
This is just like a market. Mushroom pickle, right? Pepper.
Pepper.
There is carrot pickle. There are breads and such there, right? There are sandwiches. Isa, is this bread Chechen bread?
Yes.
Is this what they eat here?
It's made at home.
Is this bread made at home? What is the name of this bread?
They call it plain lavish.
Lavash. We also call the bread they use for wraps lavash. These are their sweets, as far as I understand, right?
They are sweets. Do you want one?
What's inside this?
It was cheese. There's cheese inside.
Let's get one and taste it together. Would you like to eat it? No, it can't be like that.
She says that if you pay for it, it will bring them bad luck. She doesn't want that. She would feel offended if you paid.
But it shouldn't be like this. No, that's enough. Just one is enough. No, don't overdo it. We can't eat that much. Honestly, it will be left over.
We'll eat it. In the late afternoon, and in the morning, we'll eat it again, bro.
There is a very special perspective on guests.
Yes, it's really special. But if you pay for this, she will feel offended, you understand?
But we can't take whatever we want now.
But we took...
It would be rude. I thought, let's taste one since we talked to the lady. We took a bag. Let's go and eat something. Here, probably in the market, somewhere. Hospitality is very important in Chechnya. That's why he said to me, Arda, look, if you give money, he will feel very bad. It's not okay. But like this, I also don't want it this way. I don't know how we'll do it. We'll find a middle way, somehow. Look there, the master is making the bread. There is dolma, chicken.
Tavuk. Şurada mı var?
That too, kachapuri, kachapuri. Probably dried meat, right? Or it should be boiled meat. I asked what local foods they eat here.
diye sordum. Tamam.
They said, okay, we'll take care of it. Whatever we eat, we'll tell you to eat. This came to us. What is this, brother?
This is dried meat type, brother. They make these things from dried meat. The name of this dish is gavunish. Brother, this is the Chechen's food. This is dried meat type. They make these in the broth of the dried meat.
They make something like pasta.
They make pasta and eat it. And there is this nice spicy sauce. This is the bouillon, the inside of it.
Okay, this is the soup of the meat.
This is kisnak, brother. Taste it. It's spicy.
The meat is really good. Like pasta.
Dip it in the sauce, brother.
Dip it in the sauce. A garlic.
Taste this.
This is also meat broth. Very nice. A very healthy dish. Boiled meat. In its broth, they make pasta soup and pour it into a glass. Next to it, they have a nice garlic sauce like an antibiotic.
Sarımsak sosu var.
Did you like it, brother?
I did. It's really good. Their meat is already very tasty.
Brother, they also make this from chicken, from dried meat, from plain meat. But this one from dried meat is the best. They eat this a lot.
Delicious. Both very healthy, very filling, and very balanced meal. No matter how you look at it, there are at least 300, 400 grams of meat here. Maybe even more, with its soup, its meat, its carbohydrates. Guys, let us eat these. Then we will continue, friends. We finished our meal. Now we are walking towards the car. Let me show you the surroundings. Let's walk together. The sun has slowly begun to set. The width of the streets, the green areas, Chechnya. I don't know how it forms in your mind, but before I came here, I imagined it as a slightly more dangerous place. But so far, it hasn't given me such a feeling at all. In fact, they treat their guests extremely well.
Ekstra iyi davranıyorlar.
Interestingly, you see women here walking in groups very often. I honestly haven't seen a man and a woman side by side very much.
Yan yana çok görmedim açıkçası ben.
Of course, there are probably couples coming, but if you want to come here, you will probably either come via Tbilisi
Çıkacaksınız.
or there is an airport, but there aren't many flights from Turkey.
Antalya'dan falan bayağı bir.
I saw that there are many flights from Antalya. In this journey, Isa accompanied me. Isa's friend Shamil, his university friend. He is Chechen.
Chechen.
I mean, he was born in a village about half an hour away from here. He works here but lives in the village.
Köyde yaşıyormuş.
We will go to where he lives as well. You know, in my videos, things usually progress with such a flow. You can think of it as if we are walking through these streets together. Chechnya isn't visited that much. Both transportation is difficult, and it is not preferred, like people prefer to go to Europe instead of coming to Chechnya. I understand them too. By the way, there are quite modern, beautiful houses, as if I'm walking in Manhattan, Brooklyn. These structures you see. Let's continue from the right. I saw something like this here, for example. The houses are really beautiful. Look at the colors. Yellow-white frames. Next to them green with white balconies again. Buildings with white columns.
Binalar var.
Shining streets. For example, when I was traveling around Pakistan or Bangladesh, people would tell me, Arda, why are you showing Islamic geography so badly?
Ne kadar kötü gösteriyorsun diyorlardı. Ama ben
But I was just showing what is there. For example, this is also an Islamic geography.
yerler
Have you seen a single piece of garbage on the ground since I started filming? So it's possible, bro. It changes from geography to geography. I show you what exists. Shops, buildings, wide avenues, streets.
sokaklar
There is a tree every 2 or 3 meters here. Again, trees and greenery planted between the road. I left my heart here, look, in Chechnya with the letter A. Bro, look, there is a Dodo pizza here. This Dodo pizza opened in our Balsova. I thought it was a local brand. Turns out it exists even in Chechnya. I mean, its name is a bit unfortunate. It gives the vibe of a bird meat pizzeria, but seeing that it exists here surprised me. Did you see Crispy? Like Kentucky or McDonald's. I was told they withdrew after the war. For example, this Crispy seems like a knockoff of KFC, as far as I understand. There is also a similar named place resembling McDonald's. One thing I'm also noticing is something stuck in our heads from Khabib, I guess. Like 1 out of 3 or 4 people has a cauliflower ear. They definitely wrestle or fight when they are young. I even told Shamil, your ear must be broken. And he said, if you're a good fighter, it doesn't break. He joked a bit. He also wrestles, fights, etc. Here, friends, this is probably Chechnya. Like in 5 years, it will be something like Dubai. We are heading towards the skyscrapers. There is a nice mosque. I showed you the inside of this mosque in the first video when we arrived. If you haven't watched it, I'll leave it in the video description. There is a building shaped like a wheel. I'm seeing it for the first time. This is now the city center. Oh, a group swing. I'm seeing this for the first time too. Actually, I've never seen such a thing in my life. Look, 10 seats, couples, benches made, and they swing here. Swing bench. Isn't it interesting?
Grozny.
We arrived at Grozny Mall. Since it got dark, we thought let's go somewhere with lights. Let's see a mall. It doesn't really differ much actually. Malls are more or less the same everywhere in the world. Let's see what is different in Chechnya. It suddenly became very bright. Look at this. People from Izmir have a habit. They compare every place to somewhere in Izmir. I have it too. For example, when I enter a bazaar, I say, this looks like Kemeraltı. When I see bright tall buildings, I say this looks like Mavişehir. Look similar, look at the buildings. There's nothing to do. We just have this thing. 2 people there. It's a Turkish brand. Not an ad, but their stores are everywhere. I wonder which brands are sold here. Are there very luxurious brands? I'm curious. There is no security, by the way. I said there is no security. Security came, but thankfully they helped immediately.
Yardımcı oldular. Bir şey oldu.
Nothing extra happened. But if we weren't walking together, they probably wouldn't let me film.
Azer'de. Şimdi bakalım.
Now let's see how the place looks. The only brands I know. You know I'm not good with this stuff. Look, Star Coffee, there is no Starbucks.
Yok.
But Star Coffee exists. I'm not sure if we will find a well-known brand. Moncler, Prentice. Are these their own brands or brands of this region? I don't know. The only brand I know is over there. LC Waikiki.
Şurada. Selamünaleyküm. Oyun
They made a playground.
ustası var. Ne diyor?
What did he say?
He says, good luck with your work.
Thank you. No known brands? At least something simple like Lacoste, Tommy, etc. I haven't seen any. He said they used to exist. After the war, all of them withdrew. For example, this is Sportmast, like their Decathlon.
Ha, kappa falan.
They sell kappa, etc. Outdoor stuff. Look, this jacket is 5,000.
Hesabı var.
That's about $50.
Aşağı yukarı $50.
Colombia, okay? How much is this? $3,500. In their language, $40. What do you think? For this,
Dolar şunun için Kolombiya'nın.
shoes aren't bad. Look, around $60 or so.
3 dolara falan geliyor aşağı yukarı tam.
I'm not giving exact prices, but for example, this is 4,500 rubles with 50% discount. Nice prices. Think of 1,000 rubles as like $12. This one comes to about $55. Basically, the interesting thing is that almost all brands withdrew after the war, and they formed their own brands while supporting a few incoming brands. Greetings everyone from the next day. In this video I wanted to show you more of the streets, the markets, the shopping places, the malls, the real life here. So I said, let's go a bit outside the city. Isa, let's see the houses. Where do people really live? Because there were tall buildings in the city center. Let me show you where we came. This place is at most 10 minutes away from the city center by car. We are now in Grozny, the capital of Chechnya, and the houses of the locals are like this. Single-story houses with small gardens, and we will walk as much as possible. We can't talk much with people because honestly, they are not very willing. Just a short distance from the center, and you see how they live. At some point, I even felt like...
Arda, brother.
What happened?
Did you shoot it, bro?
And I shot it.
Söyle.
Come with the car.
Burada çok
Even walking straight forward and filming is a problem here.
sıkıntı dert. Güzel arkadaşlar. Aslında ne kadar...
Actually, I want to show how comfortable and prosperous they live. I have no bad intentions. Remember, we toured Long Island in America. The houses there were like in American movies. Now we will film from the car, maybe hop out and film what we can.
En fazla.
At most. In this region, as far as I understand, everyone has a small garden.
That's right.
Değil mi?
Everyone, right? They probably grow things. Once you leave the city center,
Neredeyse.
almost everyone has a detached house,
They have a garden and field.
right?
Potatoes, tomatoes.
Do they have chickens, animals?
They do.
Hiçbir
Do
fikrim.
you have any idea what the salaries are here?
On average, each worker earns 60 to 70,000. Our Shamil earns 100,000.
100,000. Are these their own homes or are most rented?
These are their own houses, theirs. No rents. They build their own houses.
People get their houses built here, right? You are building your own house too, I guess. The houses are also very well maintained. None look old or worn out. All painted, plastered with gardens, single story. There is a big gate like this one. This is Chechnya's flag, right? Here we see Russia and Chechnya's flags.
This is a children's house.
Kindergarten? Ha! Living standards are good.
Standartları güzel ama. Gerçek.
Really nothing like I expected. Chechnya is much better than I thought. Living standards increase as you get closer to the center. For example, we are very close to the center now. Apartments start to appear. Large warehouses appear.
Apartmanlar çıkmaya başlıyor. Büyük iş hanları falan çıkmaya başlıyor.
Normally, when you travel in old Soviet countries, you expect block-type identical buildings like these here. That's why I was surprised.
Aynı evler olacağını düşünüyordum. O nedenle şaşırdım. Şurası...
This is the newly built train station. If you want, let's go to the city center.
Bize gidelim.
Let's go. It may be problematic here, friends.
Burada sorun da olabilir arkadaşlar.
Filming is not that easy here. It is a little more comfortable in the city center. There is a rose garden or something. Let's go there. Then there is a hill. Let's see that too. Now we are again in the city center. I will try to show you the souvenirs here. Have you ever seen a keychain like this? Look, they sell knives as souvenirs. By the way, they are quite sharp. You can cut small things. Look, an axe. Look at this, axe and knife.
Şuraya bakın. Balta. Bıçak.
I used to have a knife and pocket knife collection. I really like them. They can be useful while traveling. I'll also get something like this.
Yanında şöyle şey alacağım. Şunu alacağım.
These three together are 1,000 rubles, which is about $12.
Aşağı yukarı işte 12 dolara falan geliyor. Bunun dışında
There are also prayer beads, as you can see.
böyle gördüğünüz gibi. Bileklik.
Bracelets, small plates, and some symbolic things of this place.
Bazı simgesel şeyleri var. Şuradan da
We will continue from here, friends. Let me put these back. Axes in our hands,
baltalar elimizde. Uzun
long coats on us.
biz
We
gidiyoruz.
go to the forest. Hey, we got our bag. Actually, I wanted to ask the guy some questions like life here, etc. But no, bro, it's really tough here. I haven't seen, but we will ask.
Thank you. Arkadaşlar, burası bir
This place is a flower garden. We will walk into it.
ilerleyeceğiz. Ne var?
What exists here? After the war, in this geography, you know, the Soviet Union collapsed in 1991. Then in 1994, Chechnya wanted independence. They fought the Russians, and it is said they pushed them back.
Püskürttükleri söyleniyor. Kısa bir süreliğine
Chechnya was actually established here for a short period of time. Then again with Putin, internal conflicts break out in Chechnya. Russia uses some groups' attacks on Dagestan as a pretext and launches a harsh war on Grozny. It comes back to the city we are in now.
denizciler
The fighters retreated to the mountains, but this time Russia took control of the region. As a result, this place remained an autonomous republic. This place we are in, decorated with flowers, was made in 2010. A modern landscape park is being built. It represents to some extent
savaştan sonra
the rebirth and beauty of the Chechen people after the war.
temsil ediyor. Birçok çeşit burada.
There are many kinds of flowers. You see small pots with flowers. There are some images depicting the war. In the city, there are many visuals showing the destruction.
Yıkımları anlatan görseller, resimler var. Çok büyük, çok
It is a very big, very beautiful place. Really beautiful. You saw it with me. I tried to show you where they live. We started from the markets. Everywhere is green in the video. When we entered the city, the buildings got taller, but once you leave the city, you can see real life more clearly.
daha net sağlıyor. Burada yani
In Chechnya, alcohol is not sold.
mesela bu
Seeing these reminded me, you can buy soft drinks,
meşhur
etc.
vesaire alabiliyorsunuz. Öyle bir
But there is no bar culture or buying alcohol from a place. Clothing rules, as I explained in previous episodes, no tank tops, no sleeveless walking around. Women cannot wear mini skirts, men cannot wear shorts. But this place is relaxing. I think this is a kebab restaurant.
restoran var burada.
Chechnya is a good answer to the question of what kind of country it is. We are walking these streets now.
Görüyoruz. Çok fazla kişinin hani ben
Maybe it wouldn't be many people's first choice to visit, but we try to walk here and convey it to you. I mentioned these towers to you, remember? They were built for defense in the Middle Ages. They became part of the culture.
kültürün bir değeri olarak kalıyor. Bunlar
These are newly built towers. We saw many in the Mestia region too. We also saw them while entering the city.
girerken de görmüştük. Bunlar
If I'm not mistaken, these are called Vainak towers.
böyle 20-30 metre.
They rise 20 to 30 meters. Look, it gives a Game of Thrones vibe. The old war traces and the new modern skyscrapers together.
Eski savaş izleri ve yeni modern gökdelenleri görebiliyoruz.
You can climb to the top by paying a certain price and see the whole city. If you want, let's go up. Let's see the city from above. Come on. We are going up, I think to the 29th floor. We will watch from above.
İzleyeceğiz arkadaşlar.
Bakın.
Look, the places we went earlier. These are the houses we showed. The right side is forbidden to film because it's the president's place, his residence.
O nedenle
That's why I'm filming here.
şurası Cuma.
Look, this is the place he prays Friday prayers. He warned me, don't film the last parts.
No? Bura? Yes.
Tamam
He says, film this, not that. That is the president's house. Let me show you. That's the situation, friends. We are at the end of this episode. In the next episode, I want to go further outside the city and show as much village life as possible. Don't forget to subscribe.
See you, goodbye. Have a nice day.
Xenon Smart akıllı yaşam ürünleri sundu.